We're mixing up some sand and cement to do a bit of repointing, and I'm using a 4:1 sand and cement mix. That's 4 sand, 1 cement. And I'm going to add some plasticizer, as it's called. In this case, it's the Everbuild Mortar Admix. It's a premium mortar admix. And I thought I'd do a little video to show you how much of this stuff you can use. This is sometimes overused. It's not a perfectly exact science because sand has differing degrees of water in it when you buy it. So the best thing to do is to add it to your mixing water. The instructions on the Everbuild Admix, Mortar Admix, will tell you that you need somewhere between 125 and 250 millilitres of Admix per 50 kilograms of cement. So that's 2 bags of cement. So the way we're going to work this out very, very briefly is that with 2 bags of cement I can do 4 16 shovelful mixes. So if you do the mathematics, we're going to come down to the fact that I know that one mix of mortar that I like to use for repointing is going to use about 3/4 of a bucket of water. So that equals then, for 1 bag of cement, I'm going to need around about 125 to 150 millilitres of Admix per 15 litre bucket of water. You can do the maths yourself if you want. Now, when we measure out, I use an old rose spray, an old garden spray. It's calibrated down the side, and I use that to just tip enough in to each bucket of water as I use it, and then I know I've got the right amount of plasticizer. Too much plasticizer and it can go a bit runny and a bit sloppy with a bit too much air in it, because that's what plasticizer does. It entrains the air into your mix, gives it greater flexibility. It's much smoother to work with, and it's a great addition to your mortar unless you put too much in. So on site we'd be regulated quite carefully with the amount that we put in our mortar, but to all intents and purposes, at home what we can do to know that we've got the right amount, I'm using something that you can identify with, a little tea mug or a coffee mug, and that's about half full, just over half full of the plasticizer or the mortar, Everbuild Mortar Admix, and that there is about 150 millilitres, and that's going to go into my bucket, and I know that I'm going to get about a mix and a half out of that when I mix my mortar, so that the water has already got the Admix in and I can just keep adding that as I go. So that's how we use mortar plasticizer, and you'll see a little shot of that when it's all mixed up and nice and ready for pointing later on. So there we have it, a lovely mix of mortar, plenty of air in there, just the right amount of mortar admix. It's the Everbuild Mortar Admix, premium mortar admix, a fantastic product, gives you exactly what you need when you're working with mortar.